First of all, you have to install the Proteus in your computer. In order to do that, we will use this compressed folder. The first step, obviously, is to unzip it. You will have to click there to unzip it in a folder. Inside, I will click it and unzip it there, and I have the folder right now. Next, inside the folder, you have to have 3 documents. One is the installation, and the other one is the crack, and the other one is just libraries for the project. You have to click in the demo setup.x. This helps us to is the Proteus installation setup of the wizard that will install Proteus. You have to click the license and then next. Here you won't click anything, just next, and here too. That is the license key. Then next again without pushing anything, and the typical installation, and it will begin to install the program in your computer. As you can see, it won't take so long, and it's really easy to install it. This is just the demo. This is not the complete version. In order to install the complete version, we will use another document that is in the folder. But first of all, you have to install the demo. I have to say that after the installation, you won't click the software. You won't open it because you have to install first the crack. As you can see at the end of the installation, it will appear Run Proteus 8 Professional. You won't click there. You have to close it and then look for another document, and you can see the icon appear there, but you won't open it. Okay, that is the Proteus 8 Professional icon. After it, you have to click here. You have that Proteus demo to Pro. Okay, here you have to choose the folder where is the Proteus. As you can see, you can choose a lot of folders there. You have to look for some folder named Windows C. After that, you will look for archivos de programa x86. I don't know why it's in Spanish, I don't know. Then Lab Center Electronics. Clicking there, you have to click Proteus X Professional, and there is when you have to save and update the program, the software. After that, you will click on Update. It won't take so much, and it appear a field exists and erase it. You will click yes, and that's all. Now you have Proteus. As you can see, it says that all the files have updated. That means that it works. Each field have a different works into the program, and everything is now. Now you click close, and it's ready to use. Now you can click on it, and it will open. As you can see, this is the home page of the Proteus. As you can see, it says Proteus 8 Professional. That means that it works. You can do a lot of things here. For example, I will open a new project. Now you can change the name there and the ubication of the file. You don't have to click browse and look where you want to save it. I will save it in working models, a folder on my desktop. After that, you only have to click next. That doesn't matter too much because it's for another kind of circuits. We will use the files. And the layout that you can change it. I will click next and next. It's just an example of using it. Now here is the main layout of the program, the new project. You can do a lot of things here. For example, measuring or making circuits. As you can see in this part, it says devices. In devices is where all the components are located. As you can see, you can look for too much components here. There is all the component that electronics needs. For example, I will look for a resistor. That is the most basic component that you will find in a circuit. I will use it, and I will use an LED, that is aluminum emitter diode. We have two different components here. The one that is just the symbol and one that is active. As you can see, we can see the symbols there. I will look for a B source, that is basically a power supply that will provide the circuit of power, of voltage basically. So I will show you the difference between a passive and an active component. I will make the most basic circuit that you will find ever, that is just composed by a LED, an LED, and resistor, and a B source. As you can see, I will make the circuit exactly the same. Exactly. The difference is that one LED, the one that is in the right side, is active. Now, as you can see, I can connect a circuit very easy. This software is really easy to use. You have to have certain knowledge about the circuits, but it's kind of easy to use it. It's not so difficult. As you can see, the symbol is different because one is active and one is passive. Now I'm changing the values. That's another thing that this software have. I can change every value of the components I want to use to make them exactly as I want, and it will simulate what will happen if I did that circuit. As you can see, I changed the value of the power supplies, and now I'm changing the values of the resistors in order the circuit to work. I can change everything and everything value you want. Now after that I will click play. As you can see, the left LED doesn't turn on, and the right one yes, because the right one is an active one that shows when it's on and when it's off. I will look for a button in order you to see when it's on and when it's off. You only have to put it here, and now it will work. As you can see, it doesn't turn on, and when I push the button, it will turn on. Another thing that have this software is that you can measure everything. I will measure, for example, the volts that the circuit have or the LED have. As you can see, I connected it in order to measure it, and as you can see, there's a voltage in the left, and when I push the button, the voltage changed to another that is bigger. You can look for the ammeter and the wattmeter and whatever you want that will measure different things about the circuit. It's not so difficult to use it, and it's really easy. So this is all. Thank you for watching it. I appreciate a lot. Thank you.